Alright then. Tonight will be some of the short stream. Short and sweet. That's what we're going for. Remember to save the worlds. Save the worlds. Free zombies. Alright, see now. Bring this stuff back. Something to scrap, yes. That's interesting. I will actually, I might actually experiment a little bit with, graphical settings today. Recently installed a new card. Well, it's a used card, but even so. So we're gonna see what kind of yield I can get. This is pretty promising so far. Alright, so reflection quality, let's go bonkers. Just for fun. So it's probably a bad idea all around. You're joking. That made my frames drop by 50. Alright, well. Fair enough. Hey, cool. This stuff I don't like. I'm actually not sure if it's the shadows or whatnot. You know what? I think I'll keep motion blur off regardless. Never did like motion blur. And depth of field, nah. Those shadows. Oh yeah. Alright, so. Yeah, I originally installed a new card. The R9 295X 2. Which is basically 2 graphics cards in one. It's an interesting setup. So, I'm kind of curious to see how this will play out. I mean, what kind of yield I'm looking at here. But regardless, probably won't be a long stream today. I got Arma in a couple hours. Actually, well, less. But how are you doing, sir? Circle. I almost felt like playing some Exile when I was watching you, but at the same time, there's plenty of other games that not necessarily require my attention, but people want me to play. A bit of salt. Seriously, baked potatoes. I swear, Nixon does this to annoy me. I swear. Or maybe it's Forsaken. Could be. Either one. Wheat seeds and paper. Baked potato. Clean water. Soup. So I don't know if you actually notice any, like, if it looks any better. graphical wise. Don't know, because I don't really have the I don't really have the connection to actually be streaming proper high quality stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. Kind of curious. What? Your Twitch went down? What? What is up with that? I mean, it will happen from time to time. Wait, did I just drop my shotty? Yeah, I did. Alright, so jalapeno on a stick. I actually thought it was going to be lighter down here, but do one more. Alright, so alright, welcome back. Yeah, as was said in the start, when you were probably still loading in, it's that this is going to be somewhat of a short stream. Okay, I can actually scrap that, but not gonna pay that any minds. Yeah, this is gonna be a short stream. I'll probably be playing some Arma later on. So yeah. Got an Arma session later tonight, and still not decided if I want to stream it or not. In the future, I might actually get one of those game capture cards. That way I could stream and record. And even though it's kind of possible to do like a proxy sense of the board, now just with the different program, I still probably would prefer to have pretty decent, decent stuff. All right, cool beans, cool beans. Yeah, well, yes, I am streaming, Crank. I am streaming for a little while. Then I'm swapping over to Arma later tonight. You know, the regular stuff with the guys. Oh well, I actually think that we'll see a bigger improvement once once this game goes into beta. But now I could kind of just not give a shit, and yeah, just kind of deal with the FPS I'm getting right now. I mean, seriously, I've not gone into these settings. I mean, it's crazy. Full size DLAA, ultra reflective shadows, high water quality, dynamic contrast. Never liked depth of field. Shadow distance, ultra, tree quality, ultra. Grass isn't very far. It's pretty crazy. Now I can actually run it like that. Chuck that in there. It's too many things to actually pay attention to. I'm kind of thinking about keeping building, but at the same time, I could actually get into town, which is probably what I'll be aiming to do. Maybe. I'm kind of undecided, really, because on one hand, I mean, I could do with some more stuff, basically, simply put, from the Wasteland Town. But I mean, it's seriously a pain. Me and Forsaken got into the Wasteland Town last night, and that kind of worked out. But still, I mean, it's hell. And I still don't have the thing that I'm looking for. There's a certain thing I'm looking for, which is, let's see. Thing I'm looking for is a simple book. It's supposed to allow me to learn to make a solar panel charger for the crazy shits. Yes. More stone. You know what? There's some sand. I think I have cement. Also can't remember. But whatever. Gonna be crafting for a while, so I'll just scrap all of its scripts. I kind of got started yesterday doing supports for the top floor. Wait, 160 what? Oh crap. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, so yeah, a little bit of coal. Just checking these other forgers. Actually, nothing else going on there. Alright, so I did up the gamma a little bit for you guys, so should be able to see a little bit more. But still, I mean, this is crazy. And Crank was actually running 2 of these cards in, well, 4-way crossfire. I mean, in essence, there are some interesting cards. I'll say that much. So yeah. Ah, right. Yeah, it was actually, I got a second notification of, well, actually, kind of reminds me of spam nowadays. I mean, I remember in the old days when you would get pop-ups in Windows, like, ah, for fuck's sake, who was on the computer and installed some kind of adware or malware or shit? It's like, yes. And now it's bloody Windows. It's Windows telling you, hey, do you want Windows 10? Because you could have it for free if you pay that test this shit for us. So yeah. Alright then. Minute and 40. It's gonna take a while. Wait a minute. Did he? What? How come we actually have 3 now? What the? What? Too bad I don't actually see when people were last on, because well. What, Windows 10 has notifications? Well, I mean, Windows 7 is telling me right now, hey, do you want this new crack? Help us test that shit. I was like, no. I'm fine with the old one, thanks. Happy with that. So you're gonna stream some Exile later tonight, Cole, or what? Cause that's actually one of the things that I wouldn't actually mind checking out at some point in time. So we shall see. We shall see. And also to reference Crimson Kiwi, I did get a lot of help from Crankwork when I actually set up the stream. I'm kind of, well, I'm not too happy about the quality in terms of bitrate and all that stuff, but people seem to think it's okay though, so I'm happy. As long as there's not a whole lot of buffering, I'm happy. It works. Alright, so destroyed stone. Alright. Yeah, just you wait, Coleman. One of these days, I'm gonna lure you into our Armorverse. Oh yeah, Crank. There has been some development on the mods front. You could now click a button and download all the mods. Let's see, stone. Small stone. Just gonna start crafting. Actually, hold the phone here. Okay, I got metal trussing. It's coming out of my, yes, posterior. Right. So could I? No, I'm actually lacking one, but whatever. All right. So it doesn't actually seem like there's been a horde thingamajig. That's so weird! Seeing shadows now. That is weird. No, Crank. It is called Swifty. And I guarantee you, you have to download Swifty, you give it a name, and you give it the address that I send you, and you click update, and it updates. Yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to, well, I'm kind of used to YouTube in that sense. Generally uploads 1080p when I upload to YouTube, with a bitrate of about 12 million? No, what? No, 12 megabits. Yes. So I was kind of down and below. What's up, Isaac? Yeah. Exactamundo. Best way to produce? Well, depends on if you're playing normal. I assume you are playing normal, 7 Days Die. Alright, so I'm just gonna have a look at this, see how this will actually look. There's no best way, there's only one way, to be honest. So, let's stop doing that shit. Alright, well, basically you need a bunch of potassium nitrates. But now, I mean, it's actually kind of messed up. I wasn't actually aware of it because I play, no, you can't craft beer normal, nope. You actually have to find that shit. But then again, yeah, it's not a big whoop in that sense. But for 9 mil bullets, I mean, I recommend basically you grab every bullet that you find out in the world, and you disassemble those. Like if you find 10 mil bullets, you'll get 2 gunpowder. If you get casings, and you get bullet tip as well. So let's see. I don't want to screw myself over here. Though it kind of seems like well actually no, this is actually not going to be, that's going to be the support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and support, yes. Yeah, it's taken a while. No, I mean I got some buddies of mine who play on the server. Gas is in now and then. Forsaken's the guy's mostly on. Nixon's on now and then, and of course Gwen, OL, Darkna. They drop in from time to time, but Forsaken is the guy who's helped me get materials for most of this, and well, yeah. Wouldn't actually take years. I mean, I built similar things in the past. It's just that if you can get some kind of tools, but I feel a rant coming on in terms of this. But basically, if you can find, I'm gonna keep it short. I'll try and keep it short, anyways. If you can find like a certain tool called an auger, then you will usually be pretty well off because it allows you to grab materials rather rapidly, and yeah, so it's actually one of the best ways of getting materials in the game. So yeah. But yeah, back to the 9 mil stuff. If you grab, basically 7.62 bullets require 3 gunpowder, 1 casing, 1 bullet tip. Grab all the ammo that you're not using and disassemble it. I think the only one you can't disassemble is shotgun shells. So if you find 7.62 bullets, disassemble those, and presto, you got some gunpowder. If you're not going that way, you need to be able to get a fair bit of lumps of coal and potassium nitrates. It's actually kind of blew my mind that they made that change, because in the past you would get a whole lot more gunpowder from I think you actually got 5 per 1 or something. Now we get 1 to 1, so 1 lump of coal and 1 lump of potassium nitrate gives you 1 gunpowder, which seems kind of, well, shitty to me. So yeah. And, well, to put it this way, Forsaken has put in most of the work into these walls right here. He did help me with the bottom layer, and he's helped a little bit with some of the stuff up here, but the rest of the building is pretty much all by myself. He did help me with materials though, so yeah, there's that. No. You need rebar frames to upgrade from one to another. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I could just kind of walk on, mosey on, down. Forgot about that. But yeah, we went. I actually started by using the OBS estimator for streaming, and it actually said I would use a higher bit rate. What? Higher bit rate than what I actually could. And when I was using that, I did actually suffer quite a bit of stuff, basically. One leap. So, yeah, I had Crank basically sit in my channel for a while and just kind of look through crap. And, yeah, after a while, settle on 2500 bitrate, and that actually worked pretty well. I do from time to time get some people that complain that there is some lag on my stream, but those are far in between now. And the downscale to 720 helps a bunch, actually. So that's all the way up. Alright, so here we go in. What, 720? 2 seconds. It's under settings and it's under video and it says downscale resolution. I mean, you could adapt it to a certain type of screen or to certain screen, and also use the Lancaster filter, sharp detail, 36 sampling. And downscale of resolution is 1.5, which is 1280 times 720. At least that's what I'm using currently. That's what you're looking at right now. So yeah. When you start averaging 20 plus years, you're gonna have a stream starting windows, so you get a quality button. What? Probably not gonna happen anytime soon. It's all a journey of the mind. Yeah, what he said. He's pretty sensible. I'm curious. For some reason, that actually seems further away than this, but it's not. It's actually the same. Come on. I think I will have to lure Kiara onto the server one day and have her design the top floor somehow. Actually, that's one of the theories that I haven't tested yet. How far out from this kit I actually built. When the further away they are from each pillar, the worse it gets. So I'm actually not sure how much weight I can actually put on this without actually destroying it. So yeah. I was actually about to order some new fans for my radiator. I'm running the H100 Corsair CPU cooler, and actually been on the bench now for a while to invest in some new fans because, well, I was running a 7970 gigahertz edition now. But after I was able to buy Crackworks used card, not running that, and it's actually more silent than my previous one. And it's actually now my CPU fans that are cooling the radiator. That's louder than anything else. Yeah, I was actually considering buying those fans, but I basically, well, I didn't get around to it, because I do that every time though, like every time I'm about to buy something, it's like, did I need something else as well? And that's how it goes. Now, how far out could I actually go? Oh, it doesn't actually sound like the creaking of metal just yet, so. I did actually run what's called Delta fans. Could probably find some of them on YouTube. They are insane, I tell you. That was when I still was running an AMD Thunderbird. That thing could fry an egg. I swear. It's crazy. So yeah. And I had this massive, I think it was a half a kilo cooler made out of copper and some other stuff. It's actually bought it's actually Swifted cooler, as I remember. And I mean, it was a great cooler, but one fateful day, I kind of forgot that I was handling something really, really heavy. And what happened was that I kind of forgot to put up, well, actually fasten it entirely to my motherboard. So it kind of came loose, and it cut all like the internal connectors for, yeah, the lines going out from the CPU. So all well, I basically killed my motherboard with that. So I lost it. That was depressing. But, I mean, if you have money, and I did at the time, I was only depressed long enough to actually, well, there's a new computer out now. Well, there's some new technology I could probably check out. So, it went fine. I guess. I was able to get through the grief of killing my motherboard. Right. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about Noctua, or Noctua. Didn't they have this beastly cooler? I just didn't remember. Noctua N14 or something? I can't remember. Oh yeah, and Cole, I did notice a little tad of buffering when I was watching your stream. It's not a whole lot, but a little bit. I just gonna assume it's me though, because connection is crap-ish. Well, it's not super crap, but crap-ish. Alrighty then. Must be a better way to do this. Must be a better way to do this. I'm happy this is not my commute to work. One of these days I'm gonna mistime that. Right. Right. 13 minutes. Let's see. Build up. How did I actually get in there? Alright, so I got that going up there. I was trying to explain how I'm gonna build this thing to Forsaken. I think his mind, I'm not actually broken his mind of sorts. And it's kind of an insane idea as well. So the simple plan of it is well, right now we have 2 moats in between. He's barely done with, well, he's done with the outer one. So it'll be harder for those assholes to get inside. Zombies, that is. But either way, I am actually now considering to solidify that inner wall and then just and then actually build up with reinforced concrete up there. So then it'll be 1 layer along that wall and whoop, all the way up there. That's going to require tons of resources. So for now, I'm going to focus on what's up top. And then later on, I am going to build something of a garden. It's going to be halfway up there. And it's going to stretch out, and that means we need to have pillars here and some other crap. Of course, that's going to, well, I haven't really found a good way to kind of deal with the fact that we're on a hill. I mean, zombies either come from that direction, that direction, that direction, that direction. I've seen it a couple of times. Last Feral Horde, it came from that direction. Speaking of Wandering Horde. So, I mean, they're still digging into that shit over there. Which is fine and all. I'm not gonna give a crap. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm gonna start producing gravel. 40 minutes. So, yeah, I actually haven't decided which side it's going to be on, but there's going to be gardens on one of the sides. I'm actually leaning a little bit towards the north. And that basically means that there will be something stretching out here. Then again, we need to make an access points and whatnot, so I'm actually not sure how I'm going to make that, but we'll see. Either way, you should be able to walk out into your garden, and it's going to be high enough that zombies won't actually be able to puke up there and whatnot. That's the plan anyways. And I did some testing. I did figure out that from this level and up, I think that's about some 50 frames thereabouts. I could add another 70 to the top of that. So, yeah. Well, Crank, just jump on Alpha 13. We'll get to building it. Oh, actually, no, we still actually have a Pentagon building to build. So, yeah. But I am kind of intrigued by the idea of having several towers. I am. So, I'd probably be up for that. I'd probably be up for it. And I mean, day 77. I mean, as long as I'm building and exploring, I don't really feel bored. I don't know why. I mean, it's mind-numbing sometimes because I could spend hours in the mine and then I still need to craft shit. And even when I'm in the mine, I'm usually crafting. So I mean, yeah. Alright, so that's connected, and that's gonna connect as well. Archaeology design, really? Okay, well that doesn't sound crazy or anything. Actually seems further than it actually is, but oh well. I'm kind of curious about this one. I mean, worst case scenario, this shit will fall. Still have done no math about this. What's actually gonna fly? Yeah, I keep telling you, you should bring your dad along. Like, he can have a look at this stuff and tell us if it's gonna fall or not. Because I'm really just guesstimating right now. I mean, that's generally what I do when I build shit. Like, I'll probably not fall down. Let's just build it crazy. So, yeah. Alright, so, yeah. Your pop would be so proud. Alright, so let's see now. My son the architect. Alright, this is actually gonna be a little bit close, but whatever. Yep. Well, some people say that Kiara has that streak, but I don't really think so. We all have our ways of doing things, so. She had a look at me actually farming once, and after that, I wasn't actually allowed in the garden. I don't know why, but politics probably. $104. Well, guess I actually need to start. Yeah. It's not a whole lot of people that are. At least. That age. Let's see now. This place is almost kinda dark. Alright. Just now that I kind of realized that it is actually kind of a tall building. Kind of feel like I should do something about those assholes. I don't think my folks would ever touch a computer. Ever. Ever, really. I think my mom tried for a while. My dad is just too old. It's never gonna happen. Alright, so it's gonna be 5 minutes. Yeah. Potato soup. Hey, for a second. Oh yeah, I'm going out. Never mind. There we are. actually hear them anymore. So I think I'll actually just start spiking that entire hill at some point in time. Plain and simple. Alright, so spikes, yeah, let's play spikes and jump on the spikes. That'll be a fun time. What? Your dad? E72? Or did I miss something? I was saying my dad is way too old for that stuff. He's actually 82. My old man is. And my mom actually did take a computer class, but that's about it. I mean, if people don't actually find a use for it, then they're never gonna use it, never gonna learn it. And yeah, my dad didn't actually see a point to it, so there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Still seems like it's far away. That will increase the ground area a little bit more. Right. That's kind of impressive though. Well, nearly halfway. Nearly. Kind of annoyed by those things up there. The steel-plated structures. Yes. Not a huge fan. Alright, so that's 5. Yeah, just make an outline for the rest of us, I guess. Yeah, finished yet? No, not even remotely. I figure I'd just pop on and do a little bit of it. That's 5. Basically, that's gonna line up right there. Okay. Well, that's fine. And then just figure out where this is gonna be at. Alright, so 3, 4. 4 off the side. Kind of regret that a little bit now. That side is probably gonna be more better off. 3 off the side. Overwatch. Wait. Okay, I'm confused again. Alright, from the pillar. Alright, 3. Then, yeah, okay. Alright then. What's Overwatch? I actually haven't. Wait a minute. Wasn't that like an early access thing going on? Seem to recall that was a thing. A thing. Some point in time. Was that one from Blizzards, or am I just spinning tails now? Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, then I'm on board. I know what game you're talking about. Anyways. Alright, so a couple more pillars going up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean they saw the piece of pie that that what's LOL and Dota had, so I mean of course they want to make some money off that. Blarg. Alright, shorts, iron pipe. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played that in ages. Actually, I haven't even launched my my Battle.net in ages because, well, it's not been that interesting. After the last expansion, I just kind of chilled out for a bit and did nothing. Well, that's gonna take a while. This is me though, in a nutshell. I get sidetracked, forget about stuff I need to craft. Nearly there though. Alright, short iron pipe. Ugh. Also me in a nutshell. You know what, I'm gonna leave that there now. Let me know if Steve will not take hold of me and make me go crazy. Yeah. Alright, so 4 minutes before that's done. I need to have some kind of reminder thing going on. Seriously, I keep thinking that... Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, I know multiple people that are into that. March? No idea. Actually, I'm not gonna need that many. Just gonna need those. Well... I think we still have a nail gun of some quality. Alright, so... Actually, I'm not sure if Forsaken's done 2 layers. Possible to tell. Yeah, well, I kind of gave up on that a while ago. I played for a while. You haven't done 2 layers? Okay. Just checking. It's... And then a creaking sound from above, and it just falls. I know some people would be laughing. I might actually crawl up in a ball and cry. Okay. So let's see, metal trussing. Oh, he's always slacking. That is from when it's not. Grain alcohol. Get the double buffs. I'm hoping that should be actually sufficient. It kind of seems like it is, almost. So this shitty thing here runs out rather quickly. I have too many things I need to craft. Too many, I tell you. Yeah, you know, sometimes I just kind of have to do the common job. See how you live. What's the work? Why not? Well, it's something to do while I wait for the metal trussing to be done. I mean, I can't do everything at once. So basically it's just setting up the scrap. It's a good way to pass the time. At least make it ready. While I was actually having that feral hordes, I went over this crap, a couple of places where you placed the rebar, and I actually found that there was actually quite a few places where either the rebar, well, first of all, the rebar frames got damaged. So yeah. And so I actually spent some time repairing the rebar frames. Well, first actually, yeah. First rebar frames and then actually get the planks back on. Kind of a pain, really. Wait a minute. Alright, so I'm also gonna need some more crap. Ah well. Preparing for an armor stream. Actually, one of the, well, actually, Arma is probably one of the reasons why I wouldn't mind having Elgato, or whatever it's called. The game capture device would be pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, even Shagtag swapped over to Swifty now. I think they had some major concerns about Playboy 6 for a while now, and they were all too happy to swap over to Swifty. I mean, at the same time, Playboy 6, they really haven't done much to kind of stop people from leaving. They basically just kind of vaguely hinted that we are working on something that will blow your minds, but we're not going to tell you. We're just going to hint at it. And I think the majority of the people have been, well, are pretty sick and tired of the state of Playwood 6 right now. But I did not like Playwood 6 when it came out. But eventually it actually got to the point where it was actually very good. It was actually very good. Problem is, though, they fucked it up. They fucked it up. They basically went, well, we need to have something that looks fancy. We need to have all these fancy features without focus on stability and performance. And in the end, they pay the price for that. So even if by some miracle their setup will actually be done this year, there's a good chance people still won't use it because they swapped over to Swift, which is exactly what you want. No nonsense, no nothing. Meanwhile, Playwood 6 is actually catering out to other communities as well. They're kind of trying to get a piece of the GTA 5 pie as well in terms of mods and whatnot. Which I kind of get, I suppose, but yeah. I wouldn't mind if they just kind of focused on getting this thing functional before it actually starts. Promising the world to everyone. So, not sore about that at all. No, sir. You blame Mathisen for that? Yeah, I'll totally blame Mathisen for anything. What's up, OL? Let's see, gravel, cement, mix. Oh, it's totally valid. Totally. How was your stream yesterday, by the way? I did actually have a look at you guys yesterday, but it was getting a late-ish, so I actually decided to call it a night. I know, Gwen did. I actually ended up hosting her. So yeah. That's when I saw you guys were playing. Alright, so concrete mix. One minute. And now for the part that I always love. Doing this shit. Now never mind all the crap that's above. It's not like that's gonna cause a problem or anything if that shit falls. Now the thing is, I never did any kind of research in terms of, will a rebar frame that's not solidified, like the concrete that's been set in place, will it actually be weaker? Answer is yes if you hit it, but what if it's just structural integrity, or structural integrity? I have no idea. I would like to know that. And you might actually see me catching some glances upwards to see if there's any bits falling. So I am kind of curious about that. I have no idea if that's actually a thing or not. So yeah. Just hoping that it's connected in such a way that it doesn't fall. But either way. Rebar frames actually have the same kind of nice stuff as the metal trussing does, so could be that it retains that, even though it's not really that strong otherwise. I do not know. Yeah. It's good to have someone to blame. It is. Alright, so that should be done. Yes, it is. Alright, so start cropping that. I suppose we could also blame Mr. Nixon. Yes. That works too. Alright, so I gotta ask for a second. Did you by some chance leave the base in a hurry? And just dump crap everywhere? Or did Nixon just wander on and dump shit everywhere? Because there was actually an additional nail gun and some other crap in one of the boxes. I was like, what? Can't remember, we had more than a couple. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Gotcha. I think I'm pretty much done with water moats for the foreseeable future. This so reminds me of repairing the moats in the previous base. Alright, yeah, that's kind of what I figured, because I saw the auger blades and whatnot. So yeah. But you were saying for a second something earlier that you actually use Elgato? Which one do you have? Because last I checked there's like, what, 3? Yes. Show the tower? Alright. Let's see now. Ah, those could stay there, I guess. Blah. Alright, so it's slowly getting up there. Kind of dark right now. I'm actually not sure how much you guys can actually see. The OBS stuff should actually be showcasing a little bit more. But basically, where I got metal trussing right now, I'll probably put up like a wall further out. So that will be all parts. What? I don't need lights. I have lights around. That's gotta do. Really? Oh, I'm actually being crankworked. His evil mojo is actually rubbing off on me. The ladder didn't work for me for a while. Weird. Alright, so let's see. Metal trussing. That's just gonna take a little while. 3 minutes. Alright. Still need to dig half a desert before I can actually put in floors and walls and... or not floors... well, floors and roofing in this place. Because I got every floor set up, basically. But each floor is kind of held up by metal trussing. What? Oh, right. It's not done until it's done. Nice. Don't you even say anything about lighting and how that wouldn't happen if there was lighting. I guess I need to put some stuff up there at some points. Either way, I mean, it's a nice enough looking place. Though I could barely see the ground though, so that was actually a pretty high fall. And that means I can actually not do the metal trussing stuff for now, anyways. Basically need to chillax. Capture card. Well, the reason why I was kind of considering the Elgato was the fact that it's it allows me, well, I'm not sure if it's this thing for all of them, but basically the reason why I want it is so that I could both stream and capture HD. I don't really give a shit about the fact that, well, I get well, the HD part for streaming, but I mean, I'm not really gonna, well, I'm probably not gonna be streaming with that high of a bitrate. Anyways, I'm probably not gonna go above 2005, which is what I'm streaming right now. So yeah, but the fact that I could save a copy of a higher quality version and then stream a lower one, that would be nice. Those are actually different heights. And how many gazillions does this magical machine cost? That's what I would like to know. Alright, so that's last we got. Well, yeah, whatever. Don't even talk to me about child play. Yuck. It's not gonna happen. Right. I know, well, the reason why I'm Really? Really, bro? It's not gonna arrive. I see a bad moon rising. Well, thing is, well, actually, there's a maximum cap in terms of bitrate for Shadowplay, which I think is like 60. I generally upload to YouTube at around 12. Even that is kind of overkill. Right. You need to create it, Crank. Be the first. Create a capture card that can do 21.9. That certainly sounds like a zombie. Doesn't sound like a full-on zombie invasion, but it sounds like a zombie. Alright, so repair. Was that really all of it? Did I actually... Maybe I did. Suppose that is all of it. Alright. No matter. I honestly can't remember the next thing I was crafting, but let's just go with gravel. 'Cause why not? And that's gonna take 10 minutes. Alright, so I'll grab the rocks as well. Hey, I'm not knocking it though. I mean, I've seen that aspect ratio. I mean, Linus Tech Tips fell in love with that shit. Looks pretty cool. It's not gonna happen for me though. Not yet, anyways. I mean, I'm still kind of holding off on buying a new monitor. So at which point where I can actually afford one, then yeah, maybe. So I'm kind of holding out for Black Friday, hoping that that might actually tip the tide in my favor, and I'll be able to afford something that's decent without sacrificing too much quality. But we shall see. Oh. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm holding on. I mean, I will probably send out a couple of orders that day. So yeah. And I figured I could, of course, buy the fans right there and then, but you know. Just gonna hold on for a bit longer, and instead of just making one purchase, I'll probably do several. So yeah. Which tech would that be? One more done. Alright. 7 minutes. Missed items and still got a rebar. Do I though? Do I? Could actually do with some torches in this place. Alright, yeah, okay, so this is actually the place I stopped. Yeah, you know what? I need to grab some torches, see if there's actually any downstairs. Hey, shush you. I'm grabbing some torches because it's bloody dark, and it's I blame it on Efflux, which I suppose in turn I could blame Nixon for. So there's that. Actually, that's a little bit high. That'll do. Such amazing light. Torches, Roots of all evil. Yes. So, makes sense, makes sense. I've been having this theory for a while. It's good to know I'm not alone in this theory. Kinda, I have to assume that's Forsaken down there. That was great. I got an armor session in a while, and I'm already almost half asleep. Ish, sorta. You think I need some kind of caffeine or something? Problem is, of course, that I'm gonna run out of concrete mix rather quick. And gonna need to, well, wade over to the desert, get a bit more sand. Still have a fair bit of cement, but not a whole lot of sand. But we could just dub this place the Tower of Darkness, seeing as there will be no windows. It's the stable. Listen to the guy. What? Of course it's probably stable.
You sure?
It depends on what you're referring to by it.
Well, pillars and stuff you made up here.
What, the ladder, the central structure, or the outsides?
The outside.
Outside is probably safe. Probably. Probably. I'm not done though, so. Well, why are there somblings here? I think this might be a horde after all.
Is there a quick way down there?
East side, if you're on the top. East side between the walls.
Getting right.
You tested it.
Oh man. My stomach already hurts.
Nah, I'll be fine.
You sure I'll be fine?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. 50-50? Either you'll be fine or you won't.
I survived.
Well, there you go. No problem. And there's hornets.
Can't see any hornets.
They're north.
Ah, there.
Crawlers. Think that's all of them. Yeah, that'll do. Well, if every Fahrenheit's gonna be like that, then this will be a cakewalk.
You mean this was Fahrenheit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course you do. Alright. Back in a few. There is apparently auto feeding, but yeah. You have like trots now, apparently.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Just need to get into the streamline ticket system. Doesn't actually wanna do stuff. Kind of know how Nguyen feels, sorta. He helps us out with our Arma issues, like weird ass Arma issues, bugs, whatnot. And he never plays. Let's see. All right. Carnivores. Yeah, basically dudes are dinosaurs that eat meat. Yeah, there's a thing for that now. Like you have a collection bin or whatever. Something like you chuck food in there, like meats, cooked meats, berries, whatever, and they just eat from that. Just by being in the same proximity. Alright, properly back. So the server is, of course, being weird. Well, not hosting, but renting a server from Streamline for Ark that Kara plays on. And today it decided that it would not be nice. They couldn't actually find it in the server browser anymore. So, kind of weird, really. And in some cases, you could actually easily fix that shit just by logging in and out of the control panel, and then for some reason it works. So they actually ran updates. I know. Oh my god, Ark has an update. And after that, it didn't actually come up. So, yeah. But I gotta say, the support for Streamline is pretty dope. When I re-up my Deddy, I will probably go for Streamline. I mean, their support has been excellent all the way. True rapid responses. It's actually one time that they didn't actually respond almost immediately. That was outside of business hours, and yeah, it's kind of it's a nice thing when you actually get good support. And it is the interwebs, so I did actually spend some time looking through some reviews for those dudes, and I think there was 2 negative and a ton of very, very positive feedback or responses. I was kind of skeptical when I opted in for them, but now I might actually trust them to do or deal with my 7 days to die fix as well. They believe they were a little bit cheaper. Anyways, well, last time I checked anyways. So we'll see. But that was all. That was just a wandering horde. Brazilian?
Hmm?
The zombies that we killed now.
Yeah.
That was just wandering horde? Or did we actually get anything else? Like dogs, cops?
No, nothing else.
Alright, so quiet evening it is then.
I mean, I'm outside, so if there've been dogs there, you've been hearing it.
Yeah, probably. You are correct. Just a couple of more pillars to go. 2 exactly. And that should cover the rest, I do believe. Oh, and other news, baby T-Rexes, they look weird. They're like giant heads. Look downright freaky. Alright, so here we go. Once more. Starting to know this route. Was a little bit annoyed with the fact that didn't actually find the rare book stuff after we went to the wasteland. Though we did actually find some other nice stuff. There's a hornet west straight up in the air. Just FYI.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, and I also figured out that doors are zombies' catnip. They go crazy if they see a door.
They do?
Yeah, I mean it's weird. Yeah, you weren't around during the weekend as much. Well, then again, neither was I working, but yeah. So I went out exploring, cause yeah, I was not gonna be around here when the feral night came, but didn't show until a couple of days later when I was actually out. And I actually had another wandering horde right after that. They just kind of ran past me. And I was kind of trying to get into a fire station, or whatever. And they just kind of wallsed right past. It's kind of crazy. They were actually passing, like 3 of them were actually passing like maybe 5 meters away from me. Seriously? That thing's not dead?
What are you shooting on?
Hornets?
Oh.
Got it. It's about the same height as the tower, actually. Alright, one last thing to do. One last pillar. And after that, I will probably chillax until we start with Arma. So, yeah. And if I know correctly, I was gonna be pleased as Condor, which is basically just air wing transporting dudes. It's probably gonna be a.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Yeah. Well, it'll be fine.
I mean, Could you imagine me piloting that thing?
Probably hear some Mayday stuff, yes, and then somewhere, yes. Not that there's anything bad.
You are Condor 2.
Alright, well, it sounds like gonna be a rather snoozy evening then. It's not gonna be a lot of action on my end.
Well, don't say that. Condor 1 and Raptor is rawhide, so you might need some help.
I think they got it shit handled. Come on. Alright, well, kind of finished what I said I had to do. The platform is done. I mean, this is decentish for like start of a house anyways, so should be fine. And my leg's healed for the next session. But I'll basically get down to the ground floor. Call that a short day. And chillax before I get started with Arma. So yes. Catch you guys later. There we are. Zombies. Nasty things. Alright, so